People often think success is a straight road, clean and perfect. But Jack Ma's life proves something very different. He shows us that failure is not the opposite of success. Failure is the foundation of success. From the very beginning, Jack Ma's journey was filled with rejection, disappointment, and moments where quitting would have felt easier than continuing. As a child, he struggled in school. He failed important exams not once, not twice, but many times. When he applied to universities, he was rejected again and again. Harvard rejected him 10 times. When he searched for jobs, more than 30 companies said no to him. Even when KFC opened in his city and hired everyone except him, he was rejected once more. Most people would have taken these failures as a sign to stop. Jack Ma took them as a reason to keep going. What Jack Ma understood, and what most people fail to understand, is that failure does not mean you are finished. Failure means you are being trained. Every rejection sharpens your mindset. Every loss teaches you something that success never can. Failure shows you your weaknesses, so you can turn them into strengths. Jack Ma never allowed failure to define his future. He allowed it to shape his character. In today's world, people are terrified of failing. They want instant results. They want success without pain. They want applause without effort. But success doesn't work like that. If you have never failed, it means you have never truly tried. Jack Ma once said that if you fail, you should fail early, fail fast, and fail forward. Failure is not a dead end. It is direction. When Jack Ma first discovered the internet, he didn't even know how to use a computer properly. He was already in his 30s, surrounded by people who were younger and more skilled. Still, he saw opportunity where others saw confusion. His first online business failed. His second attempt failed too. Alibaba itself struggled for years without profit. Investors laughed, critics mocked, competitors were stronger. Yet Jack Ma remained calm because he understood something powerful. Temporary failure cannot defeat long-term belief. Failure only becomes permanent when you quit. As long as you keep moving, failing is simply part of progress. The people who succeed are not more talented than you. They are not luckier than you. They simply stayed in the game longer than everyone else. They failed, learned, adjusted, and moved again. Think about your own life. How many dreams did you abandon because something didn't work the first time? How many goals did you drop because someone told you it was impossible? How many times did fear of failure stop you before you even began? Jack Ma's story is a reminder that the pain of failure is temporary, but the regret of quitting lasts forever. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than you have tried. They were rejected more than you were ignored. They were doubted more than you were discouraged. The difference is simple. They refused to stop. Failure didn't break them. It built them. Jack Ma teaches us that life is not about avoiding failure. Life is about surviving it, learning from it, and rising stronger. When today feels difficult, it does not mean tomorrow is hopeless. When the door closes, it does not mean your journey is over. Sometimes failure is simply life preparing you for something bigger than you imagined. If you are struggling right now, remember this. You are not failing, you are growing. If things are not working yet, it does not mean they never will. It just means you are still in the process. Success belongs to those who are patient enough to endure the hard days and brave enough to continue when quitting feels tempting. So here's what you must do starting today. Stop running from failure. Face it. Accept it. Learn from it. Use it. Let every rejection fuel your hunger. Let every setback strengthen your mindset. Promise yourself that no matter how many times you fall, you will stand up one more time. Do not quit today. Do not give up this week. Do not walk away from your dream because it feels uncomfortable. Growth lives on the other side of failure. Your breakthrough is waiting for you to refuse surrender. Make this decision right now, no matter how hard it gets, No matter how many times you fail, you will keep moving forward. Because the moment you refuse to quit is the moment failure loses its power over you, and success finally begins. Before anyone in the world believes in you, there is one person who must believe first, and that person is you. Jack Ma's life is proof that belief comes before results, before recognition, and before success. When he spoke about building an online business in China, people laughed at him. They said the internet was useless. They said China was not ready. They said no one would buy or sell anything online. Even his closest friends doubted him. But Jack Ma did not borrow belief from the world. He created it within himself. Belief is lonely at the beginning. When you start something new, applause is rare and criticism is loud. People question your ideas not because they are wrong, but because they are unfamiliar. Jack Ma understood that if you wait for others to believe in your vision, you will wait forever. Visionaries move first. Approval comes later. He gathered a small group of people in his apartment and explained his dream. There was no money, no guarantee, no clear roadmap, only belief. That belief became Alibaba, not because the idea was perfect, but because the belief was unshakable. While others needed proof to act, Jack Ma acted on faith in his vision. Most people kill their dreams before the world ever gets the chance to reject them. They overthink, they hesitate, they ask too many people for permission. Jack Ma teaches us that your dream is not a democracy. It does not need votes. It needs courage. The moment you allow doubt from others to enter your mind, your vision starts to shrink. Believing in yourself does not mean you will never feel fear. Jack Ma felt fear. He felt uncertainty. He felt pressure, but he moved forward anyway. Confidence is not the absence of fear. It is the decision to move despite it. Self-belief is choosing your dream even when logic tells you to play safe. The world is full of people who followed safe paths and still ended up unhappy. Jack Ma chose uncertainty over regret. He chose belief over comfort. He understood that if he failed while following his vision, at least the failure would be his own. And that is powerful. When others doubt you, it says more about their limits than your potential. People judge your future based on their past. They project their fears onto your ambition. Jack Ma didn't argue with them. He didn't try to convince everyone. He simply kept building. Your vision will not make sense to everyone, and it shouldn't. If everyone understands your dream immediately, it is probably too small. Big visions confuse average minds. Revolutionary ideas are always misunderstood before they are celebrated. Jack Ma once said that if you want to succeed, don't compete with people who are stronger than you. Instead, do what others don't want to do. This mindset comes from belief that your unique path has value, even when it looks different from the crowd. Right now, somewhere in your heart, there is an idea you keep pushing away. A dream you keep postponing. A vision you keep doubting because others don't support it. That dream is not haunting you by accident. It is calling you to become more than you are today. Stop waiting for validation. Stop asking for permission. Stop shrinking your dreams to fit other people's comfort. You don't need everyone to believe in you. You only need enough belief to take the next step. Here is your call to action. Decide today that your belief is stronger than your fear. Write down your vision. Speak it out loud. Take one bold step toward it, even if your hands shake. Commit to your dream for the next 30 days without seeking approval from anyone. Protect your vision like it is fragile, because it is. Feed it with action, not doubt. Move forward even when you feel alone. Because one day, the same people who doubted you will ask how you did it. And your answer will be simple. You believed before anyone else did. Most people chase success the wrong way. They chase quick money, fast results, and instant recognition. Jack Ma chose a different path. He chose patience over pressure, purpose over profit, and long-term vision over short-term rewards. In a world obsessed with speed, he understood that real success takes time, and anything built too fast often collapses just as quickly. When Jack Ma started Alibaba, there was no guarantee of success. For years, the company did not make a profit. Investors questioned his decisions. Competitors were stronger, richer, and more experienced. But Jack Ma was not in a race for quick wins. He was building something that could last decades. He believed that if you solve real problems for people and create real value, money will eventually follow. Jack Ma often said that today is hard. Tomorrow will be harder, but the day after tomorrow will be beautiful. Most people give up tomorrow. They quit during the hardest phase because they cannot see the beauty ahead. They confuse slow progress with failure. Jack Ma understood that slow growth is still growth, and sometimes the slowest journeys lead to the strongest outcomes. Long-term thinking requires discipline. It means waking up every day and working without applause. It means continuing even when results are invisible. It means planting seeds without knowing exactly when they will grow. Jack Ma focused on building systems, culture, and trust instead of chasing headlines and hype. While others counted profits, he counted progress. In your own life, how many times have you abandoned something simply because it did not pay off quickly? How many goals have you dropped because success took longer than expected? Jack Ma's story reminds us that meaningful achievements demand patience. Anything valuable requires time to mature. People often say they want success, but what they really want is comfort. They want progress without sacrifice. Jack Ma accepted discomfort as the price of growth. He worked long hours, faced constant criticism, and endured years of uncertainty. Yet he remained calm because his focus was on the future, not immediate rewards. Chasing quick money often leads to shortcuts, and shortcuts weaken character. Jack Ma believed that character is more important than capital. Skills can be learned, money can be raised, but values determine whether success lasts or disappears. By focusing on purpose and integrity, he built a foundation that could withstand pressure and change. Long-term success also requires resisting comparison. While others celebrated overnight success stories, Jack Ma stayed committed to his own timeline. He did not rush his process to match someone else's results. He trusted that his journey, though slower, would be stronger. The problem today is not lack of opportunity. It is lack of patience. People quit jobs too soon, abandon businesses too early, and give up on themselves too quickly. Jack Ma teaches us that endurance is a competitive advantage. If you can stay focused while others lose discipline, you automatically move ahead. Your efforts today may not bring immediate rewards, but they are shaping the person you are becoming. Every day you stay consistent, you build resilience. Every day you choose purpose over shortcuts, you strengthen your future. Success is not created in moments of excitement. It is created in moments of persistence. Right now, you may feel tired. You may feel like your hard work is unnoticed. You may feel like giving up because the results are slow. But this is exactly the phase where long-term winners are separated from short-term quitters. Here is your call to action. Stop measuring your success by how fast it comes. Measure it by how long you can stay committed. Decide today to focus on progress, not pressure. Build skills. Build discipline. Build patience. Commit to your goals for the long term, even when the rewards are delayed. Refuse shortcuts. Refuse comparison. Refuse to quit just because success is taking time. Stay consistent for the next year, not the next week. Because if you can outlast the frustration, outgrow the impatience, and outwork the doubt, The future you are building will be stronger than anything quick success could ever give you. There comes a moment in every person's life when quitting feels logical, when stopping feels easier than continuing. Jack Ma faced that moment again and again. Rejection followed him like a shadow, failure knocked on his door repeatedly, and doubt surrounded him from all sides. Yet he held on to one belief with unbreakable strength, that giving up was the only real defeat. Everything else was just a test. Jack Ma's journey reminds us that success is not about intelligence, background, or perfect timing. It is about endurance. It is about staying in the fight when the odds are against you. When Alibaba was struggling, when money was scarce, when critics were loud, Jack Ma refused to surrender. He understood that quitting guarantees failure, but persistence keeps possibility alive. Most people don't fail because they are incapable. They fail because they stop too soon. They quit at the edge of breakthrough, at the moment when growth feels painful. Jack Ma teaches us that pain is not a sign to stop. It is a sign that you are being stretched into something stronger. Life will test you in ways you never expect. Plans will fail, people will leave, opportunities will disappear. In those moments, giving up will seem reasonable. But reason is not what builds greatness, resilience does. Jack Ma was rejected so many times that rejection lost its power over him. He became immune to no, because he learned that no is temporary. When you refuse to quit, you send a powerful message to life itself. You declare that circumstances do not control your destiny. You tell fear that it has no authority over your future. Jack Ma once said that if you don't give up, you always have a chance. That chance may be small, but it is enough. Many people wait for motivation to continue. Jack Ma teaches us that motivation fades, but discipline survives. There were days when he did not feel inspired. There were nights when doubt whispered loudly. Still, he showed up. Still, he worked. Still, he believed tomorrow could be better than today. Never giving up does not mean ignoring reality. It means refusing to let reality define your limits. Jack Ma adjusted strategies, learned new skills, and accepted mistakes, but he never abandoned his vision. Flexibility kept him moving forward, and persistence kept him alive in the game. Think about how many times you have said, "This is too hard," or "This isn't for me." What if those moments were not warnings, but invitations? Invitations to grow stronger, smarter, and more patient. Jack Ma embraced difficulty because he knew that comfort never creates legends. Right now, you may be facing something that feels unbearable. A dream that seems too far away, a journey that feels endless. But the truth is this: if you are still standing, you are still capable. If you are still trying, you are still alive in the race. Here is your call to action, and it is not gentle. Decide today that quitting is no longer an option. Burn the exit plan. Remove "I can't" from your vocabulary. Commit to standing up one more time than you fall. When life hits you, hit back with effort. When doubt speaks, silence it with action. Wake up tomorrow with the mindset that you will outlast the struggle. Work even when you are tired. Learn even when you are discouraged. Move forward even when the path is unclear. Promise yourself that no matter how many times you fail, you will not walk away from your future. Because the people who win are not the ones who never fall. They are the ones who refuse to stay down. And if you choose right now, in this moment, to never give up, then your success is no longer a question of if, only when.